believes I can't sleep.
It's time to listen to Courtney at last on the Ramblings of an Insomniac podcast.
Hello, Insomniacs. This is Courtney Perry, and you are listening to the Ramblings of an Insomniac. What in the holy hell? My cat is creating havoc. Anyway, welcome to episode 37 of the Ramblings of an Insomniac. I am Courtney Perry. Thanks for tuning in. So, I was thinking about influencers and how on social media we now have influencers. Oh my God, my cat is losing his mind in the background. I'm sorry. But we have influencers, and it got me thinking about what the word influencer means. And, just what is it to be an influencer? Oh my goodness, good gravy. Sorry, ZD, my cat, has to make an entrance every time. He likes to steal the show. Come on, ZD. Come on, ZD, say hi to everybody. ZD. Okay, anyway, back to business. So I was thinking about being an influencer and what that means. What exactly does it mean to be an influencer? What does it mean to you? What is the definition? And then I started thinking, to influence, is that in a good way? Is that in a positive way? How are we influencing people? Are we influencing them to do things that are healthy? Are we promoting good? Are we promoting respect? When I think of the word influence, for some reason, I think of negative. Like my mind immediately goes to a negative word, which is weird because I'm aware that you can have positive influence in your life. You can have people and things in your life that are a positive influence on you. But I still go to the negative, whatever. I think of someone that's trying to influence you to do something wrong, or influence you to do something that's, talk you into doing something that's unhealthy, or peer pressure you. So then whenever I hear people say, I'm an influencer, I'm like, that's odd. What are you influencing? And then I think, okay, it's about promotion. It's about promoting something or selling something. And then I think, well, what are you trying to sell? What are you trying to promote? Are you trying to promote something that is positive and something that is educational? Or are you trying to promote an item? Are you trying to sell a product, promote a product? Are you trying to sell or promote yourself? I don't know. But I just started thinking of the word influencer and how it's crazy to me that that's now also a job title. I don't think, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, maybe even, 3 years ago, I don't know, that people would have thought of job and thought of influencer together synonymously. I don't think they would have been like, oh, same thing, job, yes, that's my job title. ZD, do you mind? Honest to gravy. All right, come on. He's my Siamese, and he's very handsome, and he is very, very shy for everybody, but except me. I am his human, and every time I am doing a podcast, or pretty much doing anything at night, especially if I come outside, he likes to sit out here with me and give me support and encouragement and, say hello. He likes the limelight. He wants his 20 seconds of fame. So hello, world. This is ZD. ZD, world. Okay, now we have that out of the way. Anyway, I just really started thinking about the word influence, to influence someone. And again, my mind also goes to like creepy things, like some stranger trying to give candy to a child, or to, like I said, influence you to do drugs, or it just reminds me of peer pressure. But I know it can be a positive thing. I feel like more people, though, nowadays, not everyone, I know that there are many, many people out there that are trying to promote awareness, trying to educate, trying to spread kindness, trying to pay it forward. I know that there are so many people out there that are using social media for good things. But it also is frustrating when there are people using social media to promote, of course, hate and segregation and just trying to get people ticked and stir the pot, or trying to, I understand wanting to make money. I mean, heck, I don't care what people say. There's many songs that have been written about, you can say money doesn't buy you happiness, but like Daniel Tosh says, have you been on a jet ski? Or, it can buy me a boat and a truck to pull it. So there's a million songs out there that are like, listen, I know money's not supposed to, but it's not everything. I don't think money's everything. Obviously, you have to have love and compassion and caring about people, and you need happiness and you need peace and all of that. But money ain't too shabby. So totally understand why people are doing the influencing thing. I mean, heck, I'm on TikTok. I'm trying to do a podcast. I'm trying to promote this podcast. But I started thinking, am I trying to influence anyone to do anything? And I thought, well, yeah, I guess I am. I'm trying to, promote people to have perspective, to look at things from all angles, to promote grace, to have grace on people. I'm trying to promote listening to one another, actually hearing one another, and promote communication. I'm trying to be an influencer of paying it forward, of kindness, of positive energy, but also am going to say some things that are probably not very kind, or maybe not very positive, or maybe seem like they're trying to stir the pot. I'm never trying to stir the pot. That's never my intention, by the way. And I'm never trying to be angry or anything like that. It's just I'm not always going to talk about things that people are going to like, I guess. But anyway, long story short, what has been keeping me up partially is that word and that job title. Now that it's a job title, it's odd to me. But I wanted to know other people's thoughts, what people thought about the word influencer, and what their definition of being an influencer is, or to influence somebody. I guess those are two different things. Anyway, that was one of the things that has been on my mind. The other is, I'm just going to get down to it, this whole business of promoting just extreme, this notion that we have to have yes or no. Do you like this or that? Is it this way or that way? And I always think, why is everything so black and white? Why can't there be a gray? I don't have to be extreme. I don't have to be one way or another. I have political point of views that are on both sides of the fence. I don't care if someone wants to be with man, woman, or whatever. As long as it's legal and you both condone it, then great. I like things from all angles. Again, all perspectives, I look at things. And so I don't usually look at things from like this way or that way. Sure, there are some things in my life that I definitely am in black and white on, but most things I can see both sides, or I can kind of be down the middle, or have some points of view that I like about each, whatever. And that makes me sound wishy-washy. Maybe that makes me sound indecisive or wishy-washy. And I guess I could be. See, I even sound wishy-washy when I'm saying that. Maybe I am. I don't know. But I also like to think of it like I just genuinely can see both sides of the fence on most issues. Certainly, I have issues that I am one way about. I'm this way or that way. There are certain topics, certain things in my life that I certainly am black and white about. But I don't know. So that got me thinking just how people get so, well, do you like this person or that person? Do you want to go this place or that place? Is this person right or wrong? And then I was watching this Netflix documentary, and it's called I Killed My Dad. I mean, that's really what it's called, point blank, I Killed My Dad. It's a Netflix docuseries, and I highly suggest watching it. And it just kind of really drove home to me how things look so black and white at first, and how the media can absolutely screw things up, and so should be very illegal. They should have to. I know there's retraction. I know like newspapers are supposed to print retractions if they get the information wrong, but I don't understand why the media doesn't have to go back and go, oh, whoops, we totally jumped the gun. We totally made assumptions, and we didn't put the right information to everybody watching. Oops, our bad. So I watched the documentary, I Killed My Dad, and I don't want to give it away and I don't want to say a bunch of stuff, but it's just interesting how the media, and myself included, can not really get all the information, just kind of get things first glance and not take in everything, not even ask for information, not even dig for information, don't ask questions, just take something for face value and go, oh, okay. And then you have someone like the media or a friend or a family member or a whomever telling you information, and you just go, okay, instead of ever maybe checking it out, maybe researching, maybe asking someone else. We tend to just go, we find a channel that we like and we take everything they say for face value, or we have, a group of friends and we take whatever those group of friends say for face value, or whatever it is. We take that, and most of us don't do a lot of digging or question asking. So it's sad because we make a lot of assumptions, and assumptions are thus. I will always remember my science teacher, Mr. Maddox, had a mug that used to say, you know what they say about assuming? It makes an ass out of you and me. And that just always stuck with me. And then when I started thinking of Mr. Maddox, my science teacher, that got me thinking of high school, which got me thinking of guns, and how I remember vividly having a lot of people that had trucks with guns on a gun rack on the back of their truck because they were hunters. And school shootings just didn't, again, I know I've said this before, I don't know if they just didn't happen as much, or if we just didn't hear about them as much. But I know for a fact that the high school I went to, and it wasn't some, stereotypical place you would think would have a lot of guns. No, but it was because people went hunting, and they would go hunting maybe after school or be ready. They would just be there because they were hunters. So that just got me thinking of how things have changed, and how the news media likes to say, well, we can't ever post anything that is like negative stuff because no one wants to watch positive. No one's interested in positive. And we've tried to post positive and nobody was interested. And I think there's probably some truth to that. I could see that. People like misery loves company. People like to see others be in misery if we are. Plus, it's kind of like a train wreck. We can't help. We don't want to watch a train wreck. We don't want to, but somehow we do. It's interesting. Plus, we want to know what's going on. But I mean, positive stuff, I'm sure there is a lot of truth to people watching that more. Yes. But we could change that. We could at least put more good news on. We could do half and half. I don't know. We could throw in some more news in there that's positive, or spreading awareness. Picking an organization to talk about every day or something. And then that got me back to influencer. And I think, man, it'd be nice if people would use social media for good and get on and promote awareness of things, awareness of disabilities, different types of disabilities, awareness of how poorly veterans are treated and how much red tape they have to go through just to get a tooth looked at, or God forbid they, need something medical that's a big deal. They need to be able to get in, and they have to go through red tape. We could bring awareness to the fact that my mom was in memory care and assisted living during COVID, and all of the terrible policies and restrictions that were put in place during COVID, preventing my mom and I and other family members from seeing their family and loved ones. And just awareness of how poorly the elderly is treated after they retire, and how little benefits and how terribly they're taken care of. So we could use being an influencer, I feel, for so many good things, and yet it seems like it's rarely done. There are people that do it, and I think that's amazing. I just wish that we could influence people to do better. Anyway, that has been what's been on my mind. That has been what's on my mind. That doesn't seem like proper grammar. That has been what's on my mind. Anyway, hey, again, I really want to give shout out to everybody listening. I really do. So much appreciation to everybody tuning in. So much appreciation to everybody that continues to tune in every time. Much love to you. I hope you guys have a good night, and whatever's going on, whatever is happening in your world, like I always say, just try to breathe. Just try to breathe and reset. Anyway, thank you. I'm Courtney Perry, and you have been listening to The Ramblings of an Insomniac.